Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. The music also is done by my bro Sauce Carrera, who you see is down over there. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and as I said, I am joined by...
Rara.
Yep. Today is Wednesday, also known as Odin's Day, also known as Wednesday, September 28th, 2022. Starting us off in the year 48 BC, we have an assassination here of Pompey the Great. Wow. He was assassinated on orders of King Ptolemy of Egypt after landing in Egypt. Ooh, wow. So King Ptolemy, which is actually a descendant of one of the generals of Alexander the Great. So, dang.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I figured that out from this game called, I think it's called Europa Universalis. It's a Paradox game. You know, they made other games like Stellaris and not Crusader Kings, that's a different company, but they have a lot of, they're called grand strategy games, and they're really interesting. But anyway, moving on up into 1066, we have William the Conqueror, who was Duke of Normandy at that time, landed at Pevensey Bay in Sussex, beginning the Norman conquest of England. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's right, so they departed yesterday, so they have arrived today, and then from Normandy, France to England, so they were trying to invade them.
I'm sorry, what year was that? I didn't hear the year.
1066.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, like almost 1,000 years ago here, we're approaching. Dang. 1542, explorer Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo discovered California, hey, at San Diego Bay, naming it San Miguel and claimed it for Spain.
I don't like California.
I don't like California either. And I'm here. Dude, like, honestly, like, I'm just, like, I'm always checking the clock. Okay, when is, Missile Man Kim Jong-un gonna, vaporize us? When is the big one gonna hit and split California off from the mainland and get some beachfront property to Las Vegas, Come on, bring it! Destroy California,
Hey, you need to bring your ass to Texas.
Nah, Texas is gonna fall, dude.
Nah, it ain't.
Look at Austin. It's not doing well. So.
We do not believe in Austin.
Well, Austin is your capital, so that's not good. Your capital's falling, everything else is gonna go.
Dallas will become our capital, so.
Prove me wrong. I hope I am. I haven't been wrong so far, and it's not good. I'm tired of winning. So, yeah.
This one you might actually lose.
I hope so. I hope Texas is as stereotypical as I've heard. So, anyway, moving on up into 1621, we have the battle at Kohim Dniester. King Sigismund III, Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, defeated an invading Ottoman Imperial army. Huh. That's interesting.
Wow.
Then we have an election of interest in 1779. Just after the U.S. Revolution, or the American Revolution, Samuel Huntington was elected president of the Continental Congress, succeeding John Jay. Jingleheimer Smith. Hey, that's my name too. So. There he is. There it is. He got it. I got my dad the other day with that exact same joke. In 1781, 9,000 American and 7,000 French troops began the siege of Yorktown. Okay, so I was wrong. So the revolution is still going on until the 80s, huh? So, but this is the beginning of...
Which was when I was born.
I believe it.
Amazingly, I'm still here.
Well, you're basically like, you're like a different form of Keanu Reeves. You're one of those immortals, who's been around for centuries.
Yeah, I'll look at it like that. That'll work.
Yeah. In 1785, Napoleon Bonaparte, at the age of 16 at the time, graduated from the elite École Militaire in Paris. He was a 42nd in a class of 51. Wow, so he was crap.
To be honest, though, he was average height.
Well, yeah. Like, he wasn't 4 foot nothing or anything. That was all British propaganda. He was actually like 5'7" or something. Like, he was actually tall. He was taller than average, actually. So.
At the time, yeah, average height,
Yeah.
like normal.
Yep. I'm average height, 5'10", 5'11", depending on the time of day. Which, people.
Time of day.
Well, no, that actually is a thing. Like, when you wake up, you're actually taller in the morning than you are in the afternoon because throughout the day your spine compresses because you're standing.
It's like your voice when you first wake up. Your voice is like lower, and then as the day passes, your voice gets a little higher.
Yeah, it does. In 1892, the first night football game played in Mansfield, Pennsylvania.
Don't do that, dude.
Okay, let's see here. 1921, we have the 4th PGA Championship. Walter Hagen at Inwood CC, Far Rockaway, New York.
When did we get our fucking first Palmer tea shit?
Palmer tea?
The lemonade and tea.
Oh, Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
When was the Arnold Palmer drink invented? Let's see here. I love Arnold Palmers.
They're great.
It says here, one day during the late 1960s, after a long day of designing a course in the Palm Springs area, Arnold Palmer was ordering lunch and asked the waitress for a mixture of lemonade and iced tea. So some point in the 60s.
That's pretty awesome. That's a good factoid.
Dude, like, I've had an Arnold Palmer in Vegas, and oh my god, they dipped, like, the ring of the glass in sugar, So then, like, when you take a sip...
Oh my god. Not even salt. It's just, like...
Well, the same thing
sugar.
with the margarita glasses, they use salt, but, with the Arnold Palmers, they do the sugar. So you get, some nice, iced tea lemonade, a little bit of crunch,
Oh, that has to be good.
It was my best Arnold Palmer ever. Like, it was good.
Wow.
But going from good to bad, 1928, Prussia forbade speech from Adolf Hitler. Well, I guess that is good, Like, forbidding speech from that guy.
So I'll, let me throw this little factoid in. Hitler was always strung out on meth.
Yeah.
And during the 1930 something, I don't know the exact year, Olympics, he was so high on meth, all he was doing was rocking in his chair. And there's video of it. And he couldn't stop. He was actually taking his gun and rubbing his groin with his gun.
That's really weird.
He was crazy strung out.
Dude, in a situation like that, I wonder what would discharge first.
That's actually funny.
The Olympics.
I wish it was the gun.
Well, it eventually it was with some cyanide, allegedly. So.
Allegedly.
Yeah. By the way, to answer your question, the Berlin Olympics were in 1936.
Thank you.
1928 as well, though, the UK passed the Dangerous Drug Act outlawing cannabis. It's a plant, come on.
They were actually using hemp at that time to make quilts and clothing. and they just like totally like ruined industry that could have.
Well, the whole reason why marijuana is still like federally illegal, and is under such stigma and everything is actually because hemp, as you said, which like hemp is a like a direct relative to marijuana. They're in the same strain. Like the I apologize. The best analogy I've ever been told is that hemp is to marijuana like what a Chihuahua is to a Great Dane. They're both dogs, but they're different breeds. So
Yeah.
with that said, like hemp could could shut down multiple like $1 trillion industries literally overnight. We're talking like construction materials, clothing, fabrics, insulation.
We're also still talking about minute slavery, to where they didn't have all the machinery to grab cotton.
Yeah.
And we didn't have polyester and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it people are like
stupid.
Yeah.
People are fucking
basically
childish, dude. Like, thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and we still haven't figured basic shit out. Like, people just need to grow the fuck up.
People are actually just rude and mean still.
Yeah.
And including me. I'm a rude person.
Well, I mean, I guess in like Rastafarian culture, being a rude boy is a good thing,
I guess.
Well, I mean, like it's actually a thing. Like, hold on, let me look this up. What is a rude boy? Because it's actually like a thing. In Jamaica, a lawless urban youth who likes ska or reggae music. So that's a rude boy.
Well, I'm rude against reggae, so whatever.
Reggae's pretty good, So, anyway, welcome, Ro Jogan, with your thrusting profile picture.
Yes. Hello. I have arrived.
Yes, you have. We are moving on up into let's see here, 1928 as well. The U.S. acknowledged Chinese government of Chiang Kai-shek. All right. And then 1930, Lou Gehrig's errorless streak ended at 885 consecutive games. Wow. That's a lot of games to go.
Yeah.
Do you, Ro Jogan, you want to take 1931 here?
Yeah. In 1931, 200,000 demonstrators demand declaration of war on Japan in Peking. Peking.
Yeah. Yep. Peking. Where's Peking? So it sounds like, because Japan was doing a lot of war stuff before World War II. Yeah. Oh, it's in Beijing. Okay, Peking and Beijing. All right. So that's the capital of China right there, at least today. So. Then you got a film release here 3 years later.
Ooh. In 1934, Judas Priest, film directed by John Ford, starring Will Rogers, is released.
Are you sure it was Judas Priest?
Judge Priest.
Yeah. There you go.
No, it's Judas Priest.
I think this is a bit before Judas Priest time. Although that'd be interesting, like another immortal. We've already discovered that Gerard's immortal.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what year was that?
1934.
Yeah, it's definitely way before Judas Priest.
No,
Yeah.
I can barely. I'm on my phone right now, so I can barely read it.
Uno Mas. Historic event. That's interesting.
Ooh, historic event.
That was an interesting
In
noise.
1930.
Ooh, you sound like Jesse. No, you sound like James from Pokemon. Ooh.
Oh. uh,
Okay. In 1937, FDR dedicates Bonneville Dam on Columbia River in Oregon.
I'm gonna look up what that looks like here. Bonneville Dam in Oregon.
The Columbia.
Oh yes, it looks like a dam with a lot of dam properties. So
a
interesting.
lot of damn properties. That is one great analogy.
Yeah.
Damn.
I say that about bridges too. It's like, oh hey, let's see what this bridge looks like. Oh yeah, it looks like a bridge. It has bridge-like properties. So.
Hey, what does the fish say when it swims into anything?
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Dude, he got the joke, the punchline in like 2 seconds. That was actually good.
Well, some
Record
people would call me the Joker.
A Guinness Book of World Records.
1939, German-Soviet frontier treaty was signed by Joachim von Ribbentrop and Vyacheslav Molotov. Redrew German and Soviet spheres of influence in Central Europe and transferred most of Lithuania to the USSR.
Oh. That's actually very bad.
Well, this is
I mean,
this is during the first month of the Second World War. Like Germany and the Soviet Union actually had like a secret pact to split Poland.
yeah, I know that,
Yeah,
but that's like, wow.
yeah. Well, they had a lot of
I
dirty dealings.
I didn't actually know that.
I didn't really either. Like, and once again, this is why we do the show. Like it's really interesting. And by the way, like, there's this one guy I've been in a DM conversation with him. Like May 16th is an important day for him because it's something I forgot. Some kind of like a whole bunch of conspiracy things or something, like a whole bunch of stuff happening on May 16th in the past. So looking forward to him joining us. Moving on up into 1940, we have Bud Brennan, a fan at Memorial Stadium, raced out of stands and attempted to tackle Tom Harmon at 3-yard line. Harmon easily evaded Brennan. Okay. Yo, why does this guy look like you, Rhombus? Kinda. Look at that.
Oh, it looks like me with more even head.
More even head.
Not what it. It's like a better hairdo, a not wacky hairline, and a butt chin.
And a butt chin.
Hold on. He's not actually that bad looking guy. So.
Oh, yeah. No, he looks more like a. Wait, he actually looks like a guy I know.
He looks like you
I
without
know.
being Rhombus.
Hang on, I need to take a screenshot of this and send this to one of my friends and say this seriously looks like somebody I remember. Cool. I shit you not, it looks exactly like him.
Dang. Have you taken a screenshot?
I have.
Alright. Gonna move up into 1941, in which Ted Williams ended the baseball season with .406 batting average. I don't know what that means, but okay.
That's pretty high.
Alright. I need to learn a lot more about sports and everything. So. Ooh. Well, 1944, the one right before the D-Day one. Carrera, do you want to take a turn?
Which one?
1944, this one here. I've highlighted it if you're watching my stream.
All right. In 1944, Nazi forces began killing civilians in the Italian village of Marzabotto. I don't know how to.
Marzabotto, like potato, you know?
Yeah.
But no, like this is, I think.
That was so we got D-Day below it, but that was the first force into northern
Italy.
Northern Italy, yeah.
Oh no, those were Nazis. The Nazis were killing the Italians because the Italians switched sides. Because remember, they were part of the Axis, and then we invaded them and everything, and then Mussolini got killed, and then the Italian government switched sides to the Allies. So then they became enemies of their allies. So that's why the Germans were killing them.
They went from Benedict back to spaghetti.
But here, take another one here. This other 44 right here.
In 1944, Theodore Roosevelt Jr., son of President Theodore Roosevelt, is posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor for directing troops at Utah Beach during D-Day landings.
Yeah, D-Day was June 6, 1944, so it took a couple months, but wow, so the son of the president, can you believe that? The son of the president back then was out there fighting with us average plebs, and then he died in the line of duty. Like, that is balls, dude.
Yeah, that's
balls. Like, that right there, if you look at that picture, that is some, like, real deal stuff. Like, those people were crawling and still won the day.
Well, you know, if you want an authentic depiction of the Normandy landings, you know, watch Saving Private Ryan. And I'm not just saying that, like, that is documented. Like, they strive so much for authenticity that they're, like, you know, during, like, you know, the first screening, like, not actually when it was released, but, like, you know, during, like, you know, the first, you know, private screening.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
They actually had veterans of World War II, you know, people who actually were on the beaches in 1944 watching this, and they had to walk out because it was literally a repeat and they couldn't handle it, you know?
They walked out crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were sitting there. Yeah, it was giving them really bad flashbacks.
Yeah. So.
And it was so surreal, so, like, real, and so much, they couldn't even handle it.
Yeah. Like, I remember when I was a kid, like, I was, like, you know, 12, 13, maybe 11, I don't know. I was a kid when it came out, and I went out and saw it. And up until that point, I was all about the military. Like, you know, I was, like, you know, I still have all, like, a lot of Green Army men. You know, I have all this, you know, military Lego. I have a bunch of G.I. Joe, you know, action figures or dolls or whatever you want to call them. Like, you know, I was all about the, you know, the military, the army, you know, war, hoo-ha. And then when I see, you know, when I'm sitting there as a kid and I watch that, you know, the front part of the Higgins boat lower and those guys just getting mowed down, like, that's real war, in your face death. And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, they always got mowed down. Like,
you know, that grew me up immediately, you know.
But I'll tell you this, we still won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with so many of our guys died, we still powered through that and made us just steamroll Germany.
And think about this. All these men out here, you know, in the water getting shot at, they're 17, 18, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. You know, they're people.
They're all kids.
Like,
yeah, they're all like super young.
Some were even like 15 and lied about their age.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, they weaseled their way in there.
And then now, today, people of that age, oh, words hurt, I need a safe space in college, racisms. Man, we've really lost touch with reality.
Yeah.
Hey, those guys were the bravest men that you could ever imagine.
There's a reason why they're called the greatest generation.
So thank you, baby boomers.
Or baby boomer parents, at least.
At least. And thank you very much for winning a war that almost couldn't be won.
Yeah. But why don't you take one more here, Carrera, 1945?
1945, Mildred Pierce, starring Joan Crawford, opens a stand theater at NYC, wins Academy Award for Best Interest. I actually That's something I did not know.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rhombusser. You'll forever be known as Rhombusser, Rojogan.
Rojogan.
Rhombusser Jogan.
It has been Rhombusser. Will always be remembered.
Well, that's how you got your promotion to a junior staff member.
Just because I rhombused a bed.
Yep. Anyway.
Dumbest thing to give me an admin role.
No, that's when you rhombus your house. You have to pick up your entire house and just move it by a couple degrees. Take pictures of where it used to be, like how you used to have like furniture on rugs, and you could see where like the legs were. Well, you can see the outline of the house. So rhombus your entire house, and then you'll get an admin role.
Oh, bad.
Well, good. Hold on, I'll take this one.
Oh my god.
I'm not even joking. I will take you up on that bet.
Hey, shut up, dude.
You know what? Do it. I'm gonna stand by my promise.
I don't even care. I don't even care if I piss my parents off. I will do it. I will rotate everything.
Like,
and I'm gonna make sure they walk in the house and see it.
They walk in the house sideways.
So in 1949, my friend Irma premieres first of 16 films starring Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis.
Nice.
Both rest in peace and amazing actors.
Yep.
I'm starting on this adventure.
You're gonna lose, buddy.
This is going to be amazing.
Well, before you rhombus your entire domicile, why don't you tell us what happened in 1952?
In 1952, St. Louis Cardinals outfielder Stan Musial makes his only major league pitching appearance, throwing one pitch to Chicago Cubs Frank Baumholtz.
Baumholtz, what a name.
One pitch?
He's just threw one pitch.
And he became a legend for that.
One pitch?
That must have been
one ball.
It must have been a badass pitch.
That reminds me of that one pitcher who threw, he was pitching, and he hit a bird. Remember that?
Yeah.
I know it wasn't intentional, but you got to admit that is impressive.
Yeah. Well, dude, Cyanide and Happiness did a whole thing about that, where he threw, and he hit a bird. So then he tried to pitch again, and he hit another bird. And then he pitched the third time, and then the fucking catcher in the catcher's mitt, there is a nest with eggs. Oh my god, this guy hates birds. It was so sad.
Birds!
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word. Bird.
All right, Peter.
I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get. What's it called? Copyright. Fucking.
Oh, strike? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oops.
Dude, the amount of strikes I have on my account, I've essentially forfeited an entire baseball season. So.
Shit.
Yeah. Or not strikes,
so
but claims.
It's just another one on the list.
Yep.
Damn.
I'm just gonna start I'm just gonna have hashtags in my background, these are the amount of copyright claims we have on our videos.
You should edit the video and just cut that part out. We're just censor the bird part.
Well, we didn't sing it for longer than 15 seconds, so I think we're in the clear. But anyway, what happened in 56?
In 1956, Johnny Carson Show TV variety last airs on CBS TV.
Oh, so last Johnny Carson. Okay. Dang. 1956 as well, PCA or RCA Records reported Elvis Presley sold over 10 million records.
Dude, the king.
Yep.
The king.
Which, I think everybody here knows this, but he dyed his hair black. He's a natural blonde, but he dyed his hair black to make himself have more sex appeal. So.
Yeah, and then he also he died taking a crap.
Yeah. He died. He died taking a Bon Jovi.
No. He just died taking a fat shit.
Yeah, but isn't it
Cool, guys.
Isn't Bon Jovi like the number 2, right?
Wait, Bon Jovi died?
No. Isn't Bon Jovi like from the South Park episode? Wasn't it Bon Jovi who was like number 2?
I think so.
Yeah. So Elvis died taking a Bon Jovi.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait, you said South. He's from Jersey.
I said South. What?
From Pennsylvania? No, he said from South Park.
South Park.
Oh, South Park. I got you.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, I'm not even from Jersey. I'm I'm in that tri-state area, though. You're in the ballpark. I mean, you're technically right if you were like saying tri-state area, you wouldn't be wrong. Let's tri-state area.
How about you not tell me what to say?
Damn.
Oh,
Easy there.
I love you.
I was making you say anything.
Easy there. All right, let's move on to 1959 here.
Alrighty.
That dude looks like Frank Zappa on crack.
He looks like Hector, no, not Hector. He looks like Lalo Salamanca from Better
Why
Call
does he
Saul.
look like? He looks like Sam Elliott, but like not white.
Dude, you know who this guy looks like? He looks like Edward Albee.
He looks like Sam Elliott with a shittier mustache.
Yeah. Well, yo, Rhombus, it's still your turn, so take this one.
Oh, in 1959, Edward Franklin's Albies plays Zoo Story premieres in Berlin.
Ah.
The punk
At that time, which side of Berlin?
Oh, that's true. Well, I assume it has to be the western side. You know, they
Got
wouldn't.
it.
I don't think they'd allow entertainment on the eastern. You know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, Berlin, the punk rock capital of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Oh no, I'm going off like from what my stepdad's uncle experienced.
What did he experience?
He was in the forces, and he actually went out to Germany for a few years. And he said he enjoyed it.
Was this before or after the fall of the Soviet Union and all that stuff?
If I was to guess, probably after.
Do you remember what year?
I couldn't tell you. I'd actually have to ask.
Can
I'm assuming it
you
would have been after.
can you answer if it was David Hasselhoff or before?
I don't think he knows.
I know who Hasselhoff is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never got an exact year when it was. I'll take a swing in the dark, and I'm guessing it was during.
Well, we'll catch up to that. Ask your dad or whoever we were talking about. Like.
Yeah, I'll go and ask him when I see him next. I'll ask him.
All right. Gonna move on up into 1961. Hazel, starring Shirley Booth, debuted on NBC TV.
I actually remember that show. Shirley Booth was getting up there, but I think that when the show died, a couple of years later, she kind of died with it.
She died in 1992 at the age of 94, natural causes.
No, not like died, like her
But
career.
yeah, metaphorically
yeah,
died,
her-
like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what you mean. I just wanted to see when she actually did die. So.
Very similar to how Shia LaBeouf's career died with the Transformers movies.
Yeah, dude, all Shia LaBeouf is known for is just screaming, Optimus! Like,
I mean, he killed his role, I will say. He did a solid job, but, like, as soon as he didn't get recasted for the fourth movie, that was it.
yeah.
I mean, if I may, I want to throw a little thing out there.
Go for it.
He did one of those podcasts with what's his name? He did that, but he did one with the dude from the show Punisher, John Berneathy or whatever.
Oh, John Bernthal.
And he literally fucking did such a great job talking about like how he's like failed and how he wants to like get his life a new start.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really cool, and the dude like even like it was real, dude. And I just watched it. He like cried because he knew he fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Is this before or after the whole "He will not divide us" thing?
This was within the last few months.
Okay, so way after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. On 1963, we have a new Phil Silver show debuted on CBS TV.
Don't know who the fuck that is.
No idea either.
Sorry.
So, let's see here. Blah, blah, blah.
Happy times.
What?
Happy time.
Happy Time? Yeah, 1968, Happy Time closed at Broadway. At Broadway Theater in New York City after 286 performances. Huh.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Right before that, though, I see here, 1967, Walter Washington was elected the first mayor of Washington, D.C.
On a District of Columbia?
Yeah. Yeah, Washington, D.C., like, you know, is not technically on U.S. soil. It's neutral. Because it's
right.
It's not in a state, it's in the District of Columbia, you know? And it wasn't until, like, the 90s, I think, before they even gave them the right to vote. You know, anybody. Like, you know, it was just weird. You live in the capital, but you can't vote for who's in that big building. That's kind of weird, you know? Like,
That is really weird.
yeah. But anyway, 1968, we have Noel Coward's Sweet Potato opened at Barrymore, New York City for 17 performances. That's not long. So,
I mean, that's a good run, though.
yeah. Although I'd hate to have his name because, like
it's definitely not 200 and something.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, he got up there. You know, he's on there. And New York City, you know, that's where, you know, the big times make it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I actually saw a production of The Producers on Broadway back in 2004 when I was still in high school. So I have been to a Broadway show.
Hey, that's an accolade, dude. That's awesome, dude.
That's something on everybody's bucket list, you know? Like, visit the Eiffel Tower, see the Grand Canyon, watch a Broadway show, you know, pee in the Mediterranean, you know, standard stuff.
Hold on, right here. Go back up, right there. 1968, Beatles, Hey Jude goes #1 and stays #1 for 9 weeks.
Dang.
Oh.
It takes a lot to get there and a lot even more to stay. Like for 9 weeks,
Yeah.
that's a long ass time. Holy crap, dude.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well, it was your turn anyway, Carrara, so keep it going. What else happened in 68?
Well, in 68, Janis Joplin announces she's leaving Big Brother and Holding Company.
Huh.
So she left her record deal to be independent.
That's interesting. Oh, and speaking of music stuff, like last night I finally finished up F is for Family, and there is like one of the episodes, the preacher, like he was doing some kind of puppet show. He's like, the Beatles said they were bigger than Jesus, so as punishment, God gave them Yoko Ono. Yeah, I really wish Soen was here. Like, he has a thing or two to say about that shriveled up reason.
Actually, Ringo had something to say about it. He was actually kind of pissed because John Lennon said that.
Yeah.
And then people were burning their records.
As they should. You know, anybody who says something like that, like, I understand being popular, but, like, be humble, you know? To have an ego and say that you're bigger than Jesus, like, you know, like, you just don't say something like that, you know?
It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. You don't say something that big. Like, I mean, that's a big, like, mistake.
Yeah. But let's jump ahead a couple more years. What happened in 70?
This right here is actually important. 1970, Anwar Sadat replaces Gamal Abdel Nasser as acting Egyptian president, elected president in October 1970.
So it sounds like he was the vice president, maybe. I'm not sure how their political structure is, but like it says the late Gamal Abdel Nasser, which means he died. So I believe he died in office. So then he acted as president until the end of that term, and then he got elected in 1970 in October. So actually, that's the same year. So next month. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, 71 here. This one's interesting.
In 1971, Hungarian Cardinal. I don't know how to pronounce that one. I'm just gonna say, we'll just go with Joseph. Mindesenti, after 15 years refuge in U.S. Embassy in Budapest, is allowed to leave the country.
Dang, he was in there for 15 years as a refugee.
Dang.
Can you imagine living in one building for 15 years? That'd be nuts.
Now, why was he held that long? That actually...
I believe he was probably seeking political asylum or something, very much like Julian Assange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Another 71 here for you, Ramisser.
In 1971, the UK passes the Misuse of Drugs Act, banning the medicinal use of cannabis.
Boo! Banning cannabis.
Boo.
Hold on. Let me do this.
Yo, you want to see something funny, Carrera?
What's up?
Check out my ashtray.
I love it, man. That's actually dope.
You can't see it anymore, but like there's like a little doobie right here, and it used to say like Las Vegas or something. I don't know.
Hey.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Except chlamydia. That shit'll follow you forever.
And pretty much.
Or syphilis, or fucking herpes.
No, literally any STD and cancer.
Yeah, I was just stealing a line from The Hangover.
Yeah.
Moving on up into 1972, David Bowie sold out his first show at New York City's Carnegie Hall. Dang.
Let me say this about David Bowie, rest in peace. He had two different, his eyes were green and blue.
Oh
or
yeah,
something
he had that
like
condition.
And then he also played one of the best Teslas.
Teslas?
Nikola Tesla.
Oh.
I've ever seen, and he was actually a great actor.
Are you talking about a theremin?
He played Nikola Tesla in The Prestige.
Oh, an actor. Okay, I thought you were talking about an instrument.
No, he was just an amazing actor.
Yeah. Let's see here. Carrera, what happened in 1974?
Oh my god.
Holy hell.
Lordy, lordy.
1974 Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing by Aretha Franklin peaks at 47 on the Billboard charts.
Yep.
That's fucking amazing, and a beautiful singer and a beautiful woman.
Aretha Franklin, I think she's the one my dad calls the Queen of Soul, right? Like,
She pretty much is.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's another female artist, I don't remember her name, but like she was really good too. God, I wish Janis Joplin?
Janis Joplin was one of the greatest in history. She had that soul.
Yeah.
We passed her up earlier, and yes, she was beautiful.
We passed her up. What do you mean? Like, there's an article about it?
No, we didn't pass her up. We talked about it.
Oh, okay. But hey, you got another one here in '74. This one.
Okay,
this one's
see this right here is one of my favorites because I'm down south and my mom like rammed this shit in my head. So I'm a Rambling Man in 1974 by Waylon Jennings. He peaked at 75 on the billboards.
With that song, yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
Dude, I just realized it's kind of funny. Like, we've gone through like 2 or 3 articles about marijuana prohibition, and like in one of my tabs, I have legal weed in California causing more crime on YouTube. Oh my god. I find that funny.
Oh my god! And this one,
Go for it. It's your third.
1974, Papa Don't Take No Mess, Part 1 by James Brown. If you don't know James Brown, get a 45 and throw it on your record player. Because this man, he didn't play around.
I thought you were going somewhere else when you said 45. My brain was going gun. I'm like, oh, where is this going? Oh no.
No, he was just an amazing. He is the king of rock soul.
Mr. Rhombus. What else happened in '74?
Well, in sports history, 1974, California Angel Nolan Ryan, third no-hitter, beats Min Twin 4-0.
Dang.
Oh. Let me also say about Nolan Ryan, because he's wearing the Texas hat, and I'm Texan.
Yep.
That dude rushed the plate, and I can't remember his name, but Nolan Ryan didn't take no shit, and he beat the literal shit out of him.
Robin Ventura?
Yes! Beat the living shit out of him. Like, busted his head open.
Damn. That's rough.
I was at that game. That was cool.
Wait, you were at that game in '74?
No, it was 90 something.
93. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was 6 years old.
Yeah, he busted his fucking head, face, everything. He grabbed him in a headlock and just started punching. And you can't take that away from him. He's a real man.
I'm going to leave this up on a tab to watch it. Oh, wait, here we go.
You don't...
Oh, my God.
Look, he rushes the plate.
Wow.
And then wham, 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 wham. And everybody was trying to stop him.
Yeah, Jesus.
The best part is the fact that that guy was stupid enough to run straight into a headlock. Like, who the hell do you run into a headlock? Like,
I
how
don't know.
retarded do you have to be?
That's ridiculous. By the way,
Like-
I've decided I'm going to make a Omni Coalition Facebook and Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so...
Awesome.
Yep. We have another 74. We're stuck in 74 with Rhombus here. Rhombus?
In 1974, John Lennon appears as guest DJ on WNEU W FM, New York City.
Huh. That's pretty cool. And yet another 74. God, we're just stuck in the 74s, aren't we?
We really are.
Let him go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let's
just like
go.
Cowboys fans stuck in the past. In 1974, U.S. First Lady Betty Ford undergoes a radical mastectomy.
What the hell is a mastectomy? Mastectomy. A surgery to remove a breast. Ooh. That's not good.
She must have had breast cancer.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
usually why they do that.
Well, this is, there's only 2 articles about her in this entire website, so it's not telling us about anything involving, yeah, it's not telling us anything about, if she had breast cancer or not. You know what, did Betty Ford have breast cancer? Did Betty... Let's see. Well, it's not telling me anything there. Oh well. That's going to require a lot more sleuthing than we can do on the show. Anyway, moving on up into 1975, a bill authorized admission of women to military academies. Good. You know? I don't see why not, you know, like... In 1975 as well, the Spaghetti House siege, in which 9 people were taken as hostages, took place in London. Huh. That's interesting. A siege in the Spaghetti House.
I like spaghetti.
Yeah. I guess nothing is impossible. So,
Meh.
Did you just say that?
yeah, I did. That came out of my
Bro-
mouth. You know?
Bro really just said impossible.
Yep. Mamma mia. Chef Boyardee. 1975, Songs in the Key to Life, the 18th studio album by Stevie Wonder, was released, later to receive the Billboard Song of the Year in 1977. It's pretty cool.
He is actually one of the wonders that you can't beat, man.
No. And he doesn't even need to see you to beat you.
Nah.
Because he's blind.
He'll fuck you up without even being able to see.
Yep. Just like Stink Meter from the Boondocks. You know? He was blind. And he kicked oh, why can't I remember his first name? What was the grandpa's name? Something Freeman? Why can't I remember
what?
this?
On what?
In the Boondocks. Like, who was the granddad's name?
Holy shit. I can't even think about it.
Let's see here. Robert Jebediah Freeman. That's right, Robert Freeman. We have some more music history. Carrera.
Oh my god. This man wrote one of the greatest songs ever. My Guitar Gently Weeps. But this is actually kind of a bad thing. In 1976, A&M sues George Harrison, who fails to meet the deadline for an LP compilation.
What is LP?
It's basically like saying you didn't do
He didn't do something.
compilation.
Yeah, I was just wondering what LP stood for. You know, like Lemon Party or something.
So, like, compilation is like a small disc.
Yeah, well, this is a completion. He failed to meet a deadline for LP completion, and I'm wondering what LP is. Like, he didn't complete something. I'm wondering what it means. You know.
Well, an LP is a small.
Oh, here we go. The LP is an analog sound storage medium, a phonograph record format characterized by speed and diameter. So he didn't complete a record, essentially. Yeah.
An LP can be 5 to 10 songs.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna do the split here real quick. Where's the thing? Here it is. Let's see here. Hello, welcome to part 2 of today's video. I suggest watching part 1. We are in the middle of Carrera's turn, and we're moving on up into 1976 here, this boxing title fight.
Oh, hey! Muhammad Ali. That's...
Legend.
Okay, legendary fighter. And first of all, he could beat anyone because he waited.
Yeah, he floated like a butterfly and then stung like a bee. You know?
So in 1976, Muhammad Ali beats Ken Norton in 15 for a heavyweight boxing title.
15 rounds.
He actually whooped his ass. And because he waited.
Yeah. You tire out your opponent, you know, let them swing first, you know, and then when their defenses are down, you go in there and kick them in the ass. You know?
Yep.
That's
how it was.
I was going to make a joke, like, I'm going to start my own milk company and make the best milk ever, and I'm going to call it Legendary.
Oh my god.
Actually, that's a good idea.
It's not a terrible name, I will say. Not a terrible name.
I guess I'm just milking it, though, you know?
Oh my god.
It is rather cheesy, you know, like, what can I say?
That was a rather excellent pun.
It is. But this is getting utterly ridiculous. So, let's move on. Let's move on to 1978.
Shut up. This is my time.
Yep.
1978, metal band Black Sabbath released their 8th album, Never Say Die, the last featuring Ozzy. Before he was fired, and then, if nobody knows, the next singer was Ronnie what the fuck? Ronnie, yes, and he was the dude that sang the Rainbow Song. And it was fucking amazing.
Sounds like it has a lot of...
But obviously, Ozzy ran on with like some really cool motherfuckers, and he made a whole life out of that. So, whatever.
Yep. Rama, sir, you got a boxing title fight here in '79.
Oh, interesting. I have in 1979, Larry Holmes beats Ernie Shavers by total knockout in the 11th round in Las Vegas for the WBC heavyweight boxing title.
Nice. And we have another one here in '80 for you, bro.
Nice. Yeah, in 19.
Dude.
What?
What's that?
You have to do this one right.
Okay.
In 1980, Carl Sagan's 13-part Cosmos premieres on PBS.
Interesting.
Carl Sagan is one of the biggest personnel when it came to like the cosmos and how we look at the stars. So he's a very big, very big.
Well, yeah.
Look
right
at
here.
that. He also like got a Pulitzer prize.
Book.
This dude was
Phenomenal.
like my hero.
Yeah.
So yeah, go on. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say he is best known for his work as a science popularizer, including his 1980 television series Cosmos, A Personal Voyage, what we just talked about, which has been watched by over 500 million people in over 60 countries. That's incredible.
He's an amazing scientist, amazing physicist. He is amazing.
Well, this is interesting. Also, 1980, Rhombusser.
In 1980, Jaromir Wagner is first to fly Atlantic standing on wing.
That makes me wonder, like, was he standing on the wing of an aircraft when it flew over the Atlantic Ocean? Or was he standing on the wing of an aircraft owned by, like, Atlantic Airlines, if that's an airlines? Like, confused.
Good thing.
I gotta look this up. Oh. Okay, so looking at these images here, yeah, it looks like they strapped him onto the top of an aircraft and they flew over the Atlantic Ocean. What the hell? That's wild. Look at that.
That's cool. Damn. Dude, that is actually cool.
Yeah, that's
I'm
incredible.
sorry. We literally just talked about Carl Sagan, and you think this is awesome?
I mean, they're both
That's
awesome
cool
in
as
their
shit,
own
man.
right, you know?
Standing on a wing while going across the Atlantic? That is
Yeah.
amazing.
All right, you're
That is-
right. You're
Listen,
right.
that's just impressive.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Oh, no, you're good.
Don't
No, you're good, bro. You're good.
stop being so apologetic. What are you, a Canadian?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Oh,
no place
God.
for Canadians in here.
Wait. Moving on up into 1981, Physical, single released by Olivia Newton-John, later to receive the Billboard Song of the Year in 1982. Huh.
That was from what's it called with John Travolta?
The song?
Yeah.
But then in 1982, we have the first reports appear of death from cyanide-laced Tylenol capsules. I remember that. At least, reading about it.
Oh, where you could like snap your tooth?
No. Somebody at some point somehow got into the manufacturing facility for the Tylenol capsules and put cyanide in there, and then people started dying from taking Tylenol, and it caused a whole thing. Um, let's see here, Tylenol. Why do I keep going to images? Hold on a second. Oh, Tylenol, cyanide. Yeah, the Chicago Tylenol murders. It was a series of poisoning deaths resulting from drug tampering in the Chicago metropolitan area in 1982. The victims had all taken Tylenol-branded acetaminophen capsules that had been laced with potassium cyanide. 7 people died. Dang.
Wow.
I don't know why people do shit like that, you know? So... let's see here. Then we have 1985, Don't Lose My Number by Phil Collins, peaked at number 4.
Phil Collins is famous for In the Air Tonight.
I remember, don't worry.
But he is also the one thing that nobody knows is he was the drummer for Genesis. And then Google this. Fucking what's his name was actually the original singer.
What, for who?
Genesis.
Peter Gabriel?
Yes.
Ray Wilson?
No, Peter
Gabriel.
Gabriel. And they got into a huge argument, so he stepped aside for drumming, and he became the lead vocalist.
See, that's really interesting because, you know, like that, you know, that means they can. That's showing, that's evidence that they can still work together despite disagreements. They can still keep going. You know, he stepped down, he started doing something else just to, you know, like give the other guy, you know, his room. I mean, that's really cool.
So, like, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. That was actually, not him. It was, also we had Peter Gabriel's and stuff like that. Like, it's really cool.
I'm gonna say this 1986 real quick, and then we'll go back to Carrera here because he's the biggest nerd out of all of us. In 1986, we have a record 23,000 started in a marathon in Mexico City. 23,000 in a marathon. That's a lot. Like,
What?
yeah, 23,000 marathon competitors. That's crazy. But then Carrera, why don't you tell us what happened on this date in 1987?
Oh, my man, Sir Patrick Stewart.
Yep.
He started in Star Trek The Next Generation, and then it debuts on syndicated TV.
Yep, on this date in 87, 35 years ago.
Oh my God, and I watch it religiously.
Yep. Nerd!
Dude, that's my nerd out right there.
Yep, nerd out with the blurred out. I don't know what I just said, but... But yo, Rhombus, what else happened in 1987?
Also in 1987, Gladys Knight and Smokey Robinson appeared on TV game show The $10,000 Pyramid.
Ah, that's an expensive pyramid. Or I guess it's a cheap pyramid?
Yeah, at that time, that was expensive.
Yeah.
Now it's still kind of expensive.
Isn't it $100,000 now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, you got some sports history, Ramos.
In 1988, LA Dodger Laurel Hershiser, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Breaks former Dodger Don Drysdale's record by pitching 59 consecutive scoreless innings.
Holy crap, dude.
Damn!
That's really good. Ooh, you got another cool one here. Ramos?
Yeah.
1990?
In 1990, Marvin Gaye gets a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame.
Nice.
He was also shot by his dad.
Well, that sucks. What the hell?
Damn. That's a fucked up dad.
Oh, well, then he died. So his dad murdered him.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's awful.
Yeah, it's not a way you want to go. That's for sure.
No. And he died on April 1st. So can you, like, imagine that news headline? It's like nobody would believe it because it's like a really bad April Fool's joke. But, no.
Nah, he actually died.
Yeah.
His dad shot him.
Yeah. That's awful. Moving on up into 1992, the UK morning TV show The Big Breakfast, presented by Chris Evans, Gaby Roslin, and Paula Yates, produced by Bob Geldof, premiered. Alright. I
don't know
that.
that.
Right now.
Chris Evans. Yeah, Chris Evans. Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah. Wait. I think that's a different Chris Evans than the one who played Captain America.
Oh.
Was it? Actually, no. Hold on a second. Chris Evans?
92? I think it might be... Yeah, no, I think it's the same one. He was fairly young.
Huh. Oh, wow. So, what was this? The Big Breakfast?
Yeah,
But this is a UK show, and isn't Chris Evans like a US citizen?
Yeah, it might be a different one. Although it could be a much younger guy.
Let's see.
Yeah,
here.
it might be. But then again, it could be a different guy.
The Big Breakfast, Chris Evans, presenter. Yeah, no, this is somebody totally different.
Yeah, same thing with like the whole Tom Holland thing. There was something going on with that.
Tom Holland.
That guy that played Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was a situation though.
Yep. And then 365 days later, in 1993, Dennis Martinez was the 7th to win 100 games in both leagues, American and National leagues. So that's cool. And then let's see here. 1994, Ed Wood, the film directed by Tim Burton and starring Johnny Depp, premiered. Those are two really good names.
Thank God that Johnny Depp got his
he won that case.
disposition.
Yeah.
Because Amber Heard was a bitch.
Amber Turd. The most expensive shit in the history of mankind. What was it, like $5 million or something she had to pay out?
7.
Damn.
It was like, oh no, she had to pay like 15.
So that is a shit worth more than its weight in gold.
Yeah, I'm actually happy that she lost that because men get so
Abused.
it's very subjective when you look at it, and she just
like, why wasn't it even like a whole court case? She shit in his bed. You know, test the DNA evidence. Yeah, it's her shit. Why did you shit in his bed? There's no reason to shit on somebody's bed. Like, the whole thing was just ridiculous. You know?
Yeah, everything about it was ridiculous, but whatever, man.
You have one more here in 94.
In '94, Ken Burns documentary miniseries Baseball TV miniseries last airs on PBS.
Huh. That's interesting. Let's see here. Why don't you take 95 as well, and we'll move to Bro Punzel here with his epic wizard beard.
In 1999,
Beautiful.
1995, Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin and PLO Chairman Yasser Arafat signed the Oslo II Accord to transfer West Bank to the PLO, Tapa, Egypt.
PLO, I believe, is a Palestinian Liberation Organization. I think.
That is correct.
Yeah, it was. I am surprised at myself. So, Bro Punzel, what happened as well in 95 here? That's you, Carrera?
Oh, shit. Sorry. 1995, Mary Tyler Moore returns to Series TV and NY News on CBS.
Interesting.
Don't remember that, but Mary Tyler Moore did a lot of great things.
Yeah.
On TV. So,
well, speaking of great things on TV, you got another one here in 97.
let's see here. 1997 newscaster David Brinkley, 74, retires after 54 years. Oh my God.
In broadcasting.
In broadcasting.
Dang.
That's a long time.
That's
hey,
a career.
kudos to you, bro.
Yeah. He was a NBC news anchor and journalist.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, well, from one amazing guy to another, you have another 97 here.
All right, let's talk about this. 1997 St. Louis Cardinals. Mark McGwire hits his 58th
Home run.
Yeah. Of 1997. Like, he hit so many.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was, he was on steroids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that is Dang, so going from 1997 to 2008, so an 11-year time jump, we have SpaceX launched the first ever private spacecraft, the Falcon 1, into orbit. Dang.
Hold on. I'm doing this one. 2008, SpaceX launched. You already said it. Elon Musk is one of the greatest geniuses in our time.
Yeah, but I don't think he's on our side. I mean, explain Neuralink,
The way that I can explain it is the fact that he has actually said, watch out for AI.
Yeah.
And then
now he's putting AI in our brains.
Killed.
So.
Yeah, but 28 people got killed.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
that robot thing in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I thought it was 29.
It was 28 or 29.
Yeah.
But the point is he is always held back on doing exactly that.
Yep.
So I applaud him. At the same time, I appall him.
Well, we can all agree on something. Elon Musk is the first African American to send a sports car to space. So, there's that.
That was actually cool as fuck.
Yeah. They got tired of just sending up cement and shit. They're like, oh, well, what else can we send up there that's heavy? Oh, what about a Tesla? What? Like...
The first model of Tesla as well.
And did you know...
And it had a fucking thing on the screens talking about fuck. What was the book and the movie?
I'm not entirely sure, but did you know that that car that's floating in space right now, it has the song, the David Bowie, speaking of David Bowie again, his song Space Oddity on repeat, on that car. So
also on the screen is
Don't Panic.
Yes, from my favorite movie ever.
Let's see here. Where is Don't Panic from Sci-Fi?
Bagel.
I'm just finding a bunch of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yes!
I thought so.
Oh my.
Fuck!
I think like
yes!
stuff. What the heck?
He literally put that up there, and that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. That guy is such a geek.
He's a Star Trek nerd.
Yep. Anyway, we're going to move on up into 2015. I was wondering when we cover this. Trevor Noah succeeded Jon Stewart as host of The Daily Show, and that's when I stopped watching.
Why?
He literally made everything about race. Like I've only seen 2 or 3 episodes of The Daily Show when Trevor Noah was first starting to host, and literally every 5 fucking seconds, he's always like, oh, well, white people, black people, blah, 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 blah. It's like, bro, shut up, Like, he destroyed the show in a bad way,
He's not a bad host. He's
a bad person.
He doesn't know when to shut up.
None of these people do,
And John was a great host.
Yeah, John was awesome. Like,
even as a hardcore liberal, was a great host.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to go into it. He was a great host.
The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and then the Colbert Report, back before Colbert turned into an idiot.
I mean, Colbert is a hardcore libertarian, so
He's
I
not a
love
libertarian,
him.
he's a liberal.
He's not.
Huh.
If you actually listen to what he says and how he does things, and the funniest shit on the Daily Show was, I'm gonna kill the fucking president.
Let's not say that.
Yeah, but that I'm doing it.
We're quoting a show. We're quoting something else. So please don't come after.
Yeah. It was verbatim from the Daily Show. Excuse me. And they all bust in and he's like, I'm looking for my keys.
Huh.
And they give him his keys. And it was the funniest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. Excuse me for saying something that is not natural to our real world.
Well, it's actually like federally illegal to say those words in that order, so I hope we don't get taken down. But yeah, anyway, let's move on.
I don't think so, but
yeah. Let's move on to 2017. Actress Julia Louis-Dreyfus revealed she had breast cancer. Ooh, that sucks.
what?
Apparently she had breast cancer. Or she has breast cancer at the time. So...
Do you understand her family owns Heinz and is one of the richest families on Earth?
Oh, that explains how she got the cancer. From those Monsanto GMOs, you know?
Oh, from having Heinz.
Yeah. Rhombus,
Yeah,
what happened in 2018?
In 2018, Cristiano Ronaldo is accused of rape in 2009 in U.S. lawsuit filed in Nevada. He didn't act. Yeah, I didn't.
So he was accused 9 years before, and then it took almost a decade to file the lawsuit. That's weird. Huh.
Well, Ronaldo is also.
It sounds like bullshit to me.
Yeah,
It
sounds
is.
like
Yeah,
more Me
Ronaldo
Too
is a
crap.
really good guy.
Yeah.
I would say Ronaldo is like one of the nicest guys on the planet. He really is. He's a good dude.
Yeah, so was Bill Cosby, you know? And that guy got reamed. A bunch of raging,
Now he's-
angry, sex-starved feminists who just want to hurt men. So,
Bill Cosby dead? Can we look
No.
that up?
no, he's not out. He's not. Wait, did he die?
I don't know. Just wondering.
No, he's still alive.
And he's in prison.
I think he's out now.
They gave him 14 years.
Is Bill Cosby still in prison? He was released in October 2000. Well, it says here October 14th, 2021, from the New York Times. Bill Cosby's release from prison explained. So he walked free after 3 years in prison out of his 14-year sentence.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. Well, hey, what else happened in 2018, Rhombus? The one in between.
In 2018, up to 50 million Facebook accounts hacked due to a code weakness.
Huh.
I wasn't one of them, so.
Yeah. I didn't have a Facebook in 2018.
Oh my god. No, they're impervious to fucking hacking.
What about that massive outage that took down Instagram and everything too? Remember that? Like,
Yeah.
dude, I was so happy when I typed in Facebook.com and it said website's not available. It's like, yes, the whole thing is fucking gone. Let's hope it's gone forever. And then 2 days later it came back, and I was like, no. But for 2 days, the world actually was slowly getting better without Facebook being around.
I thank God.
Yeah.
I would say Twitter and Facebook are hands down worst websites, and yet I choose to use Facebook only because there's a meme guy I love.
I'm actually happy that Elon Musk bought the majority shares of Twitter.
No, he hasn't. No, he pulled out. Like,
Really?
I remember he was going to, and then they discovered that the majority of the accounts on Twitter are actually bots. Like, it's like 60-70% of all accounts on Twitter are fake. They're bots. Like, and that was around the same time they discovered that over half of Joe Biden's followers on Twitter were also bots. So then he started pulling out, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't pull out." He's like, "Bro, you're selling me something on false pretense." Like, so I think that's still going on.
still the funniest shit
Yeah.
about Joe Biden is him shaking hands with the ghost.
He was shaking hands with the future ghost of the Queen. You know, he was just doing it preemptively.
Right.
Wait, half of his followers were bots? Oh wait, so like half of his voters.
Well, practically all of his voters. So.
Actually, yeah, no, 90% of his voters weren't even right.
I have a sneaking suspicion that my mom, who died in 2015, voted Biden. You know, because they obviously harvested all that shit. But anyway, let's get back into the show here. 2018, Warner Brothers Records released American singer Cher's 26th studio album, Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen, only 17. The album contained cover versions of 11 songs of Swedish pop group ABBA and landed in the top 10 charts in 19 countries. Dang.
Wow.
In 2019, Elon Musk, speaking of this guy again, he unveiled SpaceX spacecraft Starship, designed to travel to Mars and the solar system and land back on Earth. That would be a fun excursion. You know, let's go dance among the stars, you know?
I would actually like to see that happen.
That'd be cool. Like, it might happen in our lifetime, who knows, you know? So... But then in 2019 as well, Hurricane Lorenzo became the first Category 5 storm to be recorded so far north and east, 1,420 miles southwest of the Azores. So where is the Azores?
Wow.
The Azores. Oh wow. So that's up in, it is an archipelago composed of 9 volcanic islands in the Macaronesia region of the North Atlantic Ocean. So wow, so
that actually in that area has the smallest island. If you look it up, it actually has the smallest island.
And you're talking about that island that like it's so small that like most of the time it's underwater and every now and then like it's just a little rock. Yeah, I remember seeing a Tom Scott video about that. I believe it was Tom Scott who did that. So, as well as like infographics or something like that. But let's see here. 2021 James Bond film No Time to Die, The Last, starring Daniel Craig, premiered after an 18-month delay due to the pandemic. Dang.
Dude, we had so much bullshit during that time. And we had to, like, which I don't mind, like, wearing a mask and doing my hands and...
Yeah.
Because I'm that type of guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to spread anything. I don't want to hurt anyone. But, Jesus God, that was so fucking much.
And I believe I could say this in confidence. Everybody, and I mean practically everybody around the world, can share in the pain of the first time they started putting sanitizer on their hands. That's a paper cut finder right there. Every little nick, scrape, and burn you have on your hands that you would otherwise never feel, you felt everything. My hands were on fire for the first 2 weeks. Like...
I can actually say in confidence that, yeah, I was wearing a mask. I didn't want to get COVID, and I was doing my hands and up to my elbow. And I swear to God, it wasn't as bad as they were saying.
Check out this mask.
Look at that mask.
I know.
InfoWars.
You are the resistance. These are the InfoWars. The frogs! The frogs!
They're turning the frogs gay.
But anyway, 2021 as well, just last year, the U.S. National Inventors Hall of Fame announced it will induct 2 black women for the first time, engineer Marion Croak and ophthalmologist Dr. Patricia Bath. That is really cool and really sad that it took this long for that to happen, but hey, better late than never, am I right?
True. Yep.
That's actually really cool. And thank you for being there for us.
Yeah. An ophthalmologist are specialists who handle all the medical aspects of the eye care, including treatment, surgery, and the prescription of contact lenses and glasses, as well as medications for eye problems. So an eye doctor, that's pretty cool.
What?
That's what Dr. Patricia Bath was, a ophthalmologist. So that's somebody who specializes in eye care, and all that stuff. So.
Oh, hold on.
Glasses gang. So, anyway, before we move on into births and deaths, audience members, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything you want to express? Anything you want to add to? Anything you want us to add to? You have any questions? You have any answers? Open a dialogue down there in the comments section. Let's go. Let's move on into births. I'm going to start us off in the year 551 BC. We have the legendary Confucius, Chinese philosopher and founder of Confucianism, born in Zhou, Lu State, China, died at around 479 BC. So, dang.
That's, if you don't know, before Christ.
Yes. And
They always utilize after and before Christ.
Well, actually, AD, I used to think stood for after death, which would mean that, BC and AD, there's a 32-year span. Jesus was 32 something years, 34 when he died.
Something like that, yeah.
So, but no, AD actually stands for like Annulus Dellum or something. So let's see, what does AD stand for? Anno Domini, the year of our Lord. So, that's what AD stands for.
It still stands for after death.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I think that's when he was born. Like, instead of, like, after his death, I think, that was... I don't know. I'm not a perfect time guy.
We're not here to talk about, like, Christ.
Yeah.
But they always utilize timelines for the after death or before.
Yeah. Well, now they're trying to do that BCE, before Common Era. They're trying to take religion out of all that crap, which is fine, but, like, still, I don't know why people have to take things away. Why can't they build upon things? But let's keep it going. Let's try to end this show in the next 15 minutes here. 1735, we have Augustus Fitzroy, 3rd Duke of Grafton, British Prime Minister from 1768 through 70, born in Derbyshire, England, dying in 1811. Then, let's see here, Georges Clemenceau in 1841, Prime Minister of France, Radical Socialist Party, I don't like the sound of that, from 1906 through 109, and then 1917 through 20, who defeated Dreyfus, he defended Dreyfus during the Dreyfus Affair. So yeah, that was a whole thing. Look up the Dreyfus Affair. I'm talking to the audience. Like, it was a whole thing. This guy was born in Moileron in Paris, France, dying in 1929. Then Rhombusser, who was born on this date in 1852.
In 1852, Henry Moissan, French chemist who isolated the element fluorine from its compounds, won a Nobel Prize in 1906. Born in Paris, died in 1907.
Dang.
Let's pause on that, because fluorine is a very dangerous chemical, and we use it in a lot of things.
Fluorine is critical for the production of nuclear material, for nuclear power plants, and the insulation of electric towers. Hydrogen fluoride, a compound of fluorine, is used to etch glass. Fluorine, like Teflon, is used to make plastics and is also important to dental health. Well, that's BS. They're trying to get fluoride in there. Fluoride has nothing to do with dental health. So
No, it doesn't. Actually, it rots your teeth. And secondly, it rots your mind.
yeah, no, like fluoride, it's like it contains like heavy metals, and that's directly linked to Alzheimer's. And then, very much along the lines of what I say involving like vaccines and autism and all that stuff. Shortly after we introduced fluoride into our water supply, all of a sudden we have all these dementia and all these Alzheimer's, and all these mental disorders. I wonder why, But see, like here, right here, production of nuclear material, and then it's good for your dental health. Are you kidding me? They don't correlate. It's so dumb. Like anybody who believes this horse shit is just.
You're absolutely right.
It's ridiculous. Like, I'm no scientician, but I'm not an idiot either, But anyway, let's move on to 1892 here, Mr. Rhombus.
In 1892, Elmer Rice, American playwright, Pulitzer, street scene, and novelist, born in New York City, New York. Died in 1967.
Dang. Look at that hat, dude. Big old newspaper boy hat.
Yo,
Here, you newspaper, like. Ooh. And then you got another good one here, Rhombus.
Oh. In 1901, Ed Sullivan, American newspaper columnist and television host, The Ed Sullivan Show, born in New York City, New York, died in 1974.
Ah. Carrera, who was born on this date in 1907?
I gotta take my glasses off, sorry. 1907, Bhagat Singh, Indian freedom fighter, born in Jabberwocky. No, he was born in Jawanawala, Tinsel, Punjab, in 1931.
He died in 1931.
Oh, he did. He did. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
That's all right. And then one more, 1913 here.
Oh, Alice Marble, born tennis player, opened in 1936.
1938 and 40.
Born in Backworth, California.
Yeah, dying in 1990. Beckworth. Where is Beckworth, California? Let me look at that, actually. Copy. Beckworth, California. Oh, it's all the way up there. Okay. Huh. And then we have Peter Finch, born on this date in 1916. He was a British-Australian radio, stage, and BAFTA and Academy Award-winning screen actor. Network, The Nun Story, Raid on Entebbe. Born in South Kensington, London, England, dying in 1977. We have Tom Harmon, this guy again. Hey, 1919, a U.S. College Football Hall of Fame halfback, Heisman Trophy of 1940 in Michigan for the LA Rams, and broadcaster for CBS from 1950 through 62. Born in Rensselaer, Indiana, died in 1990. Who else was born on this day? We have Brigitte Bardot, 1934. A French actress, model, animal activist, and sex kitten. What the hell? And God Created Women.
She's hot.
In Paris, France. What the hell is a sex kitten?
Damn.
What is a sex kitten? I am going to regret this. A young woman who asserts or exploits her sexual attractiveness. Oh, so a slut. Okay. I see.
Go back to that picture.
Damn.
Woo!
Dang. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna rattle off the rest of bursts because we don't have time to do another split, so I'm just gonna pop all this off here. Let's see here. Who else was born on this date? We have Grant Fur. In 1962, he was a Canadian NHL goalie for the Oilers, born in Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada.
Oh,
Dang.
yes.
Yep. Then we have Gian Garofalo. 1964 was a U.S. comedian for Saturday Night Live. Truths About Cats and Dogs, born in Newton, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Let's see, yada yada yada. Hillary Duff. Hey, I know that name. Born on this date in 1987. Oh, well, I'm older than her by a few months. That's cool. She's a U.S. actress and singer, Lizzie McGuire, born in Houston, Texas. Hey, Texas, Texas. So,
Tejas.
Tejas. And let's move on into deaths. Rhombus, why don't you start us off in the year 48 BC here?
In 48
I'm
BC.
doing a live
Pompeii the
show.
Great. What?
Have you heard anything about him?
Oh, what was his actual name?
Hey, in 48 BC, Pompey the Great, Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus, Roman general and politician, dies at 59.
He was assassinated. Yeah, this is the guy we spoke about at the top of the show here. He was
Wasn't he the
assassinated
dude
on the
that got, like-
command of Ptolemy the 11th or the 13th. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought he was. Wasn't he the guy that got like? And then I remembered. I think it was Augustus Caesar that got like.
Well,
Very,
a lot of
very
people
much
got
so.
assassinated. So, but anyway, who else died here in 1891?
Herman Melville died. He's an American writer. Wrote Billy Budd and Moby Dick. Died at 72 in 1891.
Dang. Then take another one here, 1895. Or we can go to Carrera. Carrera, who died on this date in 1895? You there?
Sorry, Louis Pasteur. Roll up a little bit.
This one? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was, bacteriologist, invented. Oh, okay. This guy right here is the guy that actually helped make.
Yeah, this guy, he's a French bacteriologist. He invented pasteurization, dying at the age of 72. So he invented, like, pasteurizing, like, yogurt, milk, and various dairy products. So, like, he discovered the bacteria, used to make all these things, like cheese, So,
he also helped build the antibacterial shit.
oh, yeah. Yeah, he was a bacteriologist, so, like,
Sorry.
yeah. But in 1953, we lost Edwin Hubble. He was a U.S. astronomer. He was the first to announce existence of other galaxies and died at the age of 63. So, wow. Hubble.
Wow.
The guy whose namesake is, the Hubble telescope, which actually we're going to be burning that telescope up in our atmosphere here in the next couple of years, because now we have the that's James Webb telescope, not the Merriam-Webster dictionary. The James Webb telescope that took that awesome picture, from a couple months ago. But then we have 1956, William Boeing was the U.S. aviation pioneer who found the Boeing Company. He died at 74. So chances are you've ridden in one of his planes if you've ever flown, you know? And then who else died on this date? Andre Breton, 1966, a French writer and poet, founder of Surrealism, died at 70. So what is Surrealism, some may ask? Let's see here. Surrealism. Surrealism aims to revolutionize human experiences. It balances a rational vision of life with one that assets the power of the unconscious and dreams. The movement's artists find magic and strange beauty in the unexpected and the uncanny, the disregarded and the unconventional. Dang. Yep. And then Norman Brooks in 1968 was an Australian tennis player, was in Wimbledon in 1907 and 14, and died at the age of 90. Rhombus, why don't you tell us who else died in 1970 here?
In 1970, Gamal Abdel Nasser, Egyptian revolutionary and politician, acting president from 1954 to 1956, and he was the president from 1956 to 1970, dies of a heart attack at 52.
Yeah, that's right. Earlier in the show, we did that article where that guy replaced him, so he did die in office. So he died on this date back then, and then he was replaced by, I guess their vice president or whoever they have as second in command, second in line.
Yeah.
So, and then 1989.
In 1989, Ferdinand Marcos, president of the Philippines, from 1965 to 1986, dies in Honolulu at 72.
So he was 21 years in office. That's a long time to be president.
Yeah.
He's also the 10th president of the Philippines. Then we have Miles Davis in 91, was a jazz trumpeter, died of pneumonia at 65.
Ooh, that's a rough way to go.
Ho ho, ho 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 ho. Pierre Trudeau, Justin Trudeau's father, quote unquote, at least on paper, died on this date in 2000. He was the 15th Canadian Prime Minister for the Liberal Party. You want to say something, Carrera?
Can I throw it out?
Okay, I guess not. Liberal Party from 68 through 79, and then from 80 through 84. Died of Parkinson's disease and prostate cancer at the age of 80. Dang. Carrera, who died on this date in 2003?
Well, we got 2003 Attila Gibson, American tennis player. Why did she die?
She appeared to have died of respiratory and bladder infections at the age of 76. She was a 7-time Grand Slam single title, too. So that's a heck of a life and a shitty way to die right there. So.
Sorry, my grandmother came in here.
That's alright. Give Grandma a hug for me. Let's see here. 2016, we have Szymon Perez. Actual name Szymon Persky, was a Polish Israel Labor Party politician, was president for 2007 and through 14, prime minister from 1984 through 86 and 95 through 96, foreign minister from 1986 through 88, 92, 95, and 2001 through 2002. He died of a stroke at 93. Well, after doing all that, I don't blame him. So, it's a lot of politics right there. Good Lord. And that concludes the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including, but not limited to, all things Omni Coalition. Go check out our other stuff. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific Time, which is also 1 Eastern and 12 Central. And for your dose of Fast Events Daily, I am A.O. Xander, and I was joined by...
The Slayer.
Yep. Until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look at right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles!